goodness, hippie chick.
I grew my hair out a little bit.
It's fabulous.
Thank you.
You look like Brooke Shields or
Shields and
Brooke
Spider.
Shields.
Yes, just about. Oh my goodness. What have you got for us today, Martiqua?
Well, you know, I really like pizza.
Oh, almost everybody
really
does.
like pizza.
Oh.
And so what we're going to do today is pizza bagels.
Pizza bagels. I've never done that or heard of that before.
No, I hadn't either.
Wow, I wonder how that happens.
Well, we're going to check it out and we'll decide how it happens.
I like the challenge.
Yes. Well, everything we do in the kitchen is a challenge.
Let me tell you.
Turning the oven on, picking up a fork.
It's an uphill battle.
Yep. Okay, so what we need for this recipe is 8 ounces of lean ground beef.
Ooh, okay. Now I think we'll just use half of this.
Okay.
Because this is 16. Okay.
Okay.
So lean, so these might be healthier for you.
Yes,
That
supposedly.
way. Okay.
6 medium bagels cut in half.
Okay, now we've got a lot of variety, of course.
Right, there's always a lot of different ones.
Just the multigrain or the onion?
I think we should do 3 of each.
Okay, let's do that.
I also like the ones that have all they call them brainy bagels, and they have all the seeds and grains in them.
Oh, that's got to be healthy.
So they have like 4 or
for
5 different seeds on the outside, and they're wonderful.
You know, the more whole grains you get in your diet, it's the better for you.
Thank you, Nipsey MargO.
You're welcome.
All that cool information we learned.
All that stuff's going out between my lipstick. Now, the bagels you really want are the ones that are already sliced, right?
Yes, that would be convenient.
Oh. Well, sort of.
They're partially sliced.
This is where I come.
Okay. We have 1 14-ounce jar of pizza sauce, which would be right here. Okay.
Oh, and that can be you can use a lot of variety in that too.
Right. In fact, we were talking earlier about how you now can get pizza sauces that have really chunky things in them, mushrooms and onions and green pepper and pepperoni and stuff like that. And then a lot of the stuff that you would normally add to this recipe wouldn't even have to be in there because it's already in the sauce.
How easy is that?
Yeah. Okay, and 1 1/4 cup chopped onion, which I don't think we're going to use that in this recipe.
Okay.
We decided to do our pizzas without onions.
On account of my breath, yes.
Or
Thank
mine,
you.
yes. Yeah. 1 can of sliced mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
We'll add, and then a can of chopped olives.
Okay, very good.
And we have 2 different kinds of cheese. We have shredded mozzarella cheese, and we have shredded cheddar cheese.
Very, very nice.
Yes. So
Pre-shredded is the way to go.
Yes, I agree. Because most of us, we're just hungry divas, and we don't want to worry about the prep. We just want to eat.
We just want to eat.
Yes.
And now.
The sooner the better.
Those graters used to hurt my knuckles anyway. Have you done that? You've done that before?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ever grated your knuckles?
Yes. You end up feeling rather Cro-Magnon after that.
Yes, you do.
Because you've skewered, you're taking your skin off. It's not fun.
Okay. Now I heard that we preheated the oven at 350, right?
375.
375.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Yes, 375.
Now, some interesting things about this, though, is that this is an hors d'oeuvre type food, or even a quick lunch, or a quick, easy summer dinner that you can prepare and then freeze up to 1 month.
Oh, cool.
Which I think is really amazing. I didn't realize you would be able to freeze these that
And
long.
you can have your pizza bagels whenever you want.
Right, and talk about easy. Just take them out of the freezer and throw them in the microwave or whatever, and
yum.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Type bagels. Mm-hmm.
Right, or you can throw them in a 375-degree oven for 15 minutes after they've been frozen.
Very cool.
Just to heat them up again if you don't have a microwave.
That'll be wonderful.
So, sure. Or you can use, let's see, lightly toasted English muffins are a good substitute for bagels.
English muffins?
Right, so if you don't want to
those.
use bagels, you can use English muffins. And
Oh,
you
sure.
just toast them lightly before you put the recipe together.
Oh, sure. Should I open up our mushrooms?
Yes, please.
All right.
And we want to make sure that we drain both the mushrooms and the olives.
Okay.
Because we don't want the liquid. And, let's see. Then we want to, oh, there's a couple of other tidbits here of information that might be helpful. It says, do you get splattered by hot grease when you're browning ground beef?
Oh, yes, I do.
Purchase a handy screened shield that you can fit over the skillet to protect you and your countertop.
I'll have to look for those.
So, yeah, it's a good
I
idea.
didn't know they had those.
Yeah, they're just a screen in a round form, and you just put it over the top of the pan.
Oh, great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to drain off the fluid, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She's such a good Vanna. Okay, so then we want to preheat the oven to 375 and heat in a medium skillet over medium-high heat the beef.
Oh, okay. I can do beef.
Okay. Get that started maybe.
Sure.
And
I guess medium.
yes, I think.
Yeah,
I was going to suggest that maybe
why not?
you go ahead and put the pizza sauce
absolutely.
in with the ground beef when
yeah.
we're putting it on the stove.
Why
So
not?
I'm going to suggest that we do it that way.
Well, Chica size it.
Chica size it. Oh, you got
Oh.
one. So good, we both reached for the same tool at the same time. That can be dangerous.
This recipe calls for 8 ounces.
Yes.
But of course you can always make more.
Yes.
And freeze it like Martiqua talked about.
Yes, indeed.
Should I make more right now?
You could if you want to. It's up to you. In fact, the recipe calls for, what was it? 6, so we're going to have 12. Yeah, okay, well, then maybe we could just do half of it.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Okay. Well, we always stick to the recipe so carefully.
Of course we do, dear. Wink.
Wink.
All right. While she's doing that, I think what I'm going to do, despite what I just said, I'm going to go ahead.
Strike that from the books.
Yes. And I'm going to prep the bagels by spreading the pizza sauce onto each of them so that they're ready when the rest of it is ready. So,
Ooh, let me get a close-up.
okay.
Oh, I see. You just put it on the outside.
Just
Now
like
that is one thing. Bagels have holes in them, so.
Yes, they do. And the English muffins don't.
Yeah.
So, bearing that in mind, you might want to do it on English muffins. I think I would be better off with a spoon.
Oh, okay.
Because that's just going to take way too long. Alright. Yeah, far better idea. Okay. And just as if you were making homemade pizza, you want to put a lot of sauce on.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And the good thing about bagels is they're nice and thick and hearty, so they can take a lot of sauce and not become too soggy right away.
Now, you can use any kind of pasta sauce, right?
Yes.
And that you can add a lot of variety through that.
Right. I think they say using pizza sauce because these are pizza bagels, but I think spaghetti sauce or a wine sauce or
Oh, sure.
would be wonderful. I think that would work too.
Oh, it smells good. It smells like pizza.
Well, that's good. I mean, I hope it would smell like pizza and not
Bananas.
bananas. Yeah, that would be bad.
Oh. So, Martiqua, what's the way that we can have the most impact on the political things around us that affect us?
Well, hopefully by voting.
Voting?
By using the power that you're given to make your choice.
That's true.
Show up. Go and vote.
We need to show up, don't we?
Because if you don't, you don't get...
You get what you
don't
get.
Yes, exactly. You really don't get your say if you don't vote.
So please sign up to vote if you haven't done that yet ahead of time. And make your vote count.
Indeed.
I know a lot of people have, well, they just feel like there's nothing they can do. And so they don't show up, and that is how the opponent wins.
And you know something, that's a reasonable feeling. A lot of us feel it, even those of us who do vote. But you know, if you don't get out there and get involved, and I don't mean just the regular or the standard voting period that everybody knows about. I'm talking about the primaries and the... I've never been to a caucus myself yet, but I can certainly see doing it because you can learn an awful lot.
And I love when the newspapers, sometimes they'll run candidates' names on one side and then the issues across the top, and then you can see how the candidates stand on certain issues.
Indeed, that's a good idea.
Because it really helps to be informed before you vote. Otherwise, well...
Exactly.
Now it does take some time. But heck, if it affects your life, why not?
Well, you can't make an informed choice if you haven't become informed.
No, that's true. You're right.
So
there we have it.
Okay, now we have the bagels with the sauce spread on them. Our ground beef is burbling away over there on the stove. And these are ready to go, so I'm going to spread those on.
Okay, the sliced olives and sliced mushrooms.
The mushrooms first, I think.
Okay. Do you want a little knife to get that open? Okay.
Yeah, I think
sometimes it kind of tucks away. Open up that little pucker. There you go.
That little what?
Pucker. There we are.
Good. All right. Now. Now, this is a small can of mushrooms. Okay, so some of these are not going to have mushrooms.
That's all right. Variety, spice of life.
Yes, my life, certainly. Okay. Oh, I forgot that one. Hold on.
The forgotten bagel.
How did I do that? I don't know.
Did you hear about our new contest?
Which one?
How Nancy is Nancy. That's right. You can nominate your friends, and you have to email us, right?
Right.
thenancyboys@aol.com and tell us why you think your friend is Nancy enough to be Nancy for a day. And we'll choose a winner, and they get a free copy of John Michael's cookbook. Garden County.
I like that idea.
Now you must include a JPEG or some kind of photo attachment with your Nancy friend. Now it can be a woman, it can be transgender, it can be straight, it can be anybody. But we need a JPEG and we need a description.
What's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
But we do need a description of why your Nancy is Nancy enough, okay? And the winner will get a free cookbook. And it has a picture of BJ and MargO on it, plus, of course, John Michael himself, and Mr. Peabody, too.
Wow.
Very cool. So nominate your Nancy friend today.
That sounds marvelous.
thenancyboys@aol.com. Don't forget the JPEG, and good luck.
Cool. I'm there.
You are right there, girl. Let's
Am I part of the group? Do I get to the committee?
You're Nancy enough.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
For, well, the whole Twin Cities.
Yeah, thanks. Am I part of the committee? Do I get to choose?
Yes, you get to be part of the committee to choose. That's right. Oh, these look yummy.
That'll work.
These look very yummy.
They do.
A picture of you next to these.
Okay.
Sorry. Very nice. Very nice. You can see. Very good. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, they're looking very interesting.
The only thing we have left to do, other than the ground beef,
Yes.
which isn't ready yet, is we're going to mix the cheese together
Oh, yes.
and then put that on.
Very nice. Now you've got two different kinds of cheeses.
Yes, I
A
do.
cheddar and then mozzarella, right?
Yes, right.
Mm.
Okay. Now I think what I'm going to do, I'll just start with part of each of the bags.
Ooh, I'll keep stirring my meat.
Good idea. It's terrible when you burn your meat.
Yes, it is.
That's horrible. Not that there aren't people out there who will eat it even if it is burnt, but still horrible. Okay, now that I've just flung my earring halfway across the kitchen.
That's important to your pizza bagels.
Flinging earrings. Yeah, sure. Okay.
So she's mixing up the cheese. So she's mixing up the cheese in a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. She sure is.
She certainly is. Okay.
Oh, I'll get a close up of this.
Okay. We're having difficulty with our gender pronouns.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He, she, it, whatever.
We've been called a lot worse.
Oh, yeah. And we love every email we get.
We do. Now, feel free to email us. We just love that mail. Even if it's, well, if you have any disagreements with us, that's just fine.
Very nicely said, Mark.
Very nicely said. Address those to Martiqua.
Oh, there's my earring. See my earring?
Did you oh, it's in your hair. Oh, no.
Okay, so somebody's pizza bagel is probably going to have my earring in it. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Now, I just realized
Yes.
that, well, since we don't have ground beef on our pizza bagel yet, excuse me, earring,
Yeah.
we might want to put part of the cheese on, then put the ground beef, and then put more cheese.
I think the beef is ready. Should I bring it over?
Yes, please.
All right.
We should have put that on first.
Well. Every day is a challenge in the kitchen.
Yes.
And sometimes we win.
Not often.
Not often.
But sometimes. Okay.
All right. Should I just put a little beef on these?
Yes, please.
Oh, I see. It is tricky with the hole, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That is a challenge. English muffin.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, my dear.
Okay. Oh, it's avoiding it.
More cheese in here, and I'll put it on top.
You know, lean ground beef does really make a difference in your diet.
I'm sure it does.
The absolute worst meat is red meat, as far as clogging up things. Arteries, hearts, I don't know, heading towards strokes.
You're plumbing.
You're plumbing, to say the least. But if you get the lean ground beef, I know it's more expensive, but I always think, how expensive is a heart attack?
Yeah.
You know, or a stroke, or something like that. And that is what we're talking about here. Of course, you can always do the turkey, turkey and white meats.
Right, turkey sausage and things like that.
Turkey has that, that relaxing.
Yes.
I don't know what that's called.
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan. Tryptophan. So if you want to slow down your life, that might be a way to go.
Yep,
Better on your heart.
It's in milk and it's in...
Is it in milk too?
I believe so, yes.
I bet you're right. So turkey is a really good option.
Ooh.
But lean ground beef is wonderful too.
No, I'm just having so much fun over here. I'm having spasms and the cheese is going everywhere. I must be hungry.
You must
That must be it.
That must be it. We haven't eaten all day in these kitchens. They're pretty rigorous with us.
Uh-huh. Not like some of those companies where you work 32 years and then get thrown out the door because you're not valuable.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad we're trying to make other nations just like ours.
Monkey see, monkey do.
That's amazing.
We haven't evolved much beyond monkeys,
no,
so we're making
haven't.
everybody else do the same.
Got Curious George there.
That's very good.
That's very good.
That's very good. I don't know if curious is the word I could use. But we're being polite.
We are being polite here today. Because, well, some people might not have our views. That's okay too. You can email us that.
Oh, I'm sure they will. That's what we get for being so
Dee
fabulous.
got a fan mail.
She did?
From Susie Satin.
Really?
One big wow for Susie. Wow! Hi, Susie. Thanks for writing us.
Cool.
Yeah, Susie has a VW, a convertible.
Wow.
Yeah, fun. We're glad you're watching the show.
Yeah,
and thanks for emailing.
And you know, it's always fun to learn a little bit of something about the people who are watching our show.
Oh, it sure is.
To learn a little bit about them and see what they're like and what their life is like. It's wonderful.
Guess we need to trade ours in.
Well, something like that. That's not what I was thinking, but anyway.
Well, thanks, Susie. And we did enjoy your email.
Absolutely.
Did. Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah, Dee Dee was excited.
Cool.
Okay, now
we're ready to put these in the oven.
I will follow you with a handy cam.
All right. We're going to put them in the oven for 375.
I mean, just a look with the...
There we go.
Martiqua's pizza bagels.
Double D pizza bagels.
Double D pizza bagels. All right, now she's preheated it to 375. Yeah. Very good.
I'm going to put it...
Into the oven they go. Do you generally use like the middle pan?
I do.
Yeah. And I think that's important for even heating.
Yeah, for circulating the heat.
Okay.
That's the way I think too.
I wonder how long it goes in there.
You know, I was just wondering about that. Well, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, no problem.
Well, that's not very long. I didn't even realize that. Even I learned something new.
Well, cool.
So, should we send them off on their merry way and have them come back in 10 minutes once all done?
Let's do that. Okay, we'll see you in 10 minutes, everybody. Bye.
Wonderful. Of course, well, after the 4th of July, it was teeming with little caterpillars. Wow, we're close. There we go. All over the place. They had big mustaches, and they were climbing all over these leaves, and they started eating them. As you can see, the leaves are, kind of, well, they are missing their leaves. But they still have the stems. And I noticed that those little guys with the furry mustaches turned green. And I thought, wow, that's kind of crazy. And they lost some of their mustaches. And eventually I noticed these little green pods hanging. Now, they look like cocoons to me. We went online and we took a look, and this right here, see, this little cocoon is green. Can you see that guy there? Oh, there we go. Green, and it's got a little gold rim around the top. Pick that up. And that's kind of what we found when we were looking at monarch cocoons online. And it says it takes about 7 to 15 days for them to turn into a butterfly, a monarch butterfly. Yesterday, I noticed one of them had turned from this green color, see that green, very, very nice, to this purplish color. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. There we go. It's a little more purple. Starts from the bottom up. You can pick it out, but it is getting more transparent. Maybe I'll go on the other side. I'll go on the other side. Anyway, that little purple indicates that, well, maybe in a day or so, probably tomorrow, out will hop this wonderful monarch butterfly. This is our first butterfly ever. The birth of a baby butterfly, which you can see is kind of full size. He's hanging on because he doesn't really know what to do. And I suppose it's the first day of your wings. You don't really know what to do. Someone's taking your picture. I don't know. You woke up a week or two later in this crazy cocoon. And I am now a butterfly. Do I let go? Can I fly? I don't know.
Do you hear something, Martiqua?
What? Yes, dear.
What? It smells like your pizza bagels are ready.
I think maybe.
Ooh, should we check them out?
Yes.
I'll get the camera.
Okay. I guess I'll get the pizza bagel.
Now these are going to be very hot, so
Yes.
kitchen mitts are definitely welcome. Ooh, look at those. Yummy. Oh, They would be a big hit at any party. Martiqua's Double D's Pizza Bagels.
That looks really good.
Mmm.
Messy, but good.
Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes the messiest foods are the most delicious.
Oh, for sure. Now, what can you put in the freezer? Oh, you can freeze these. Is that what you're saying? You can actually freeze these for a month, right?
Up to a month, yes.
Up to a month.
You take them out of the freezer, put them into a 375-degree oven for 15 minutes, heat them up, and you're ready.
Oh, cool. And what a great dessert. You know, for those busy soccer moms or dads or whatever, their kids could come home and just take it out of the freezer.
The soccer team comes over afterwards. Mom, do we have anything to feed everybody? Sure.
Sure. And you know, this wasn't very expensive at all.
No, it wouldn't be.
Oh, it smells delicious, Martiqua.
But now I'm suspecting that we're going to have to wait a little bit before we tear into these fabulous.
That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, because they're kind of hot.
Okay.
All right.
Should we come back in a few minutes?
Sure.
And we'll do the unveiling. See you then.
Bye. Hello, I am Sister Periwinkle Deep Forest, and you have joined us for a segment of Periwinkle's Corner, and I'm happy that you're here. Today we're going to talk about an author and teacher, educator that I have been very excited to do a great deal of research on, an African-American man by the name of Samuel Delany. And we're going to look at several different sources for information about him, and I'll share those with you. And we're going to talk about some of his books and what his current a timeline of some current things that he's involved in, so that you have a sense that the man is still contributing to our society. And first of all, I would like to talk about this man a little bit. He's a very interesting character. I found a lot of material to look at and investigate, and he's got to be one of the most versatile individuals I think I've ever seen, at least in terms of his pictures, because he has changed himself so many times over the years. And, well, I'll share those with you here and let you see how drastically he's changed himself over the years. It's quite fascinating, actually. Now, first of all, I'm going to refer to a book that I've talked about several times in the show and used as a resource for myself, and that's The Gay 100. And in it, they have sections about 100 people who have influenced the GLBT community, and Mr. Samuel Delany is in that book, and I'm going to read a little bit of what it says there about him. He has been referred to as a black, gay, dyslexic intellectual married to a white Jewish woman. Yes, indeed, Samuel Delany was in fact a bisexual individual, in fact is a bisexual individual. He has not passed away yet. He is still alive, I believe. And he was involved with a woman for many years, and this particular book, The Motion of Light in Water, talks about his early years and how he became aware of his sexuality and his relationship with his wife and his start in the publishing business and the writing craft, and he's also an artist, if I understand things correctly. He has been involved in a great many things. This is a fantastic book to read, just for the story, just for the information that he shares. It's quite humorous. It is very much written like a diary, an essay, a memoir, in which he describes various parts of his life at various times in the past. I'm going to read a little bit of it for you. The April afternoon of my 12th birthday, I sat on the swing in my Aunt Virginia's backyard in New Jersey, the barrel-thick oak with its circular green bench on one side, my cousin's walk-in playhouse with its shaggy bark walls on the other. Beside the white garage, the basketball hoop on its gray backboard in front between the two roll-down doors ran a green board fence. Somewhere beyond it, a jay yawed distantly, raucously. Leaves rustled, and I thought, this is now. It's my birthday, but this particular now will be gone in hours, minutes, seconds. Tomorrow it won't be my 12th birthday. Where will I be on my 13th? And a year or 5 years or 15 years from now, it won't be my 12th birthday even more. Elbows around the chains, gently swaying below the branch, I tried to absorb the moment in all its sensory detail. The worn place in the grass below the swing moving under my sneakers, the hollow blue broken up by branches overhead, the trimmed hedge ending down the slope beside the gravel driveway, the flicker of leaf light on my khaki knees, the smell of suburban noon. The night of my 13th birthday, I napped irregularly on the leather couch at Bibi's house, while in the back room, Bibi and my father pulled one and another clumsy chord from the jazz guitar my father had just bought, and which in my acoustic purity I wholly disdained. As I half dozed or lay listening, I thought, I was right. It isn't my 12th birthday anymore, and here I am, moving through that strange and incomprehensible place, unknown to me a year ago, that is the future. Swing, jay, grass, gravel, and leaf light, as well as the year between then and this, are now wholly the past. Is it the future pouring into the present that shatters yesterday and makes of it such a jumble? The reason I chose to read that is because I find it fascinating that a 12-year-old could conceive of the prospect of projecting himself into the future by a year and recognize how drastically his life would likely have changed in that time. I find that fascinating, and the images that he evokes in the writing that he uses there are fascinating to me. He includes sound and smell and senses, internal and external. I find it amazing, and that's one of the reasons why I find his writing to be so incredible, because he does things with words and images that few other authors I've experienced do, and I find it amazing. I wanted to share it with our audience because different writers certainly do write in drastically different ways, and yet all of them in their way contribute to the world around us and our understanding of it. Now, Mr. Delaney has written numerous books, years and years worth of writing. I'm going to share some of the images of the titles and covers with you. He started writing, I believe, in the 60s, if I'm correct about that. In fact, his first novel was written at age 13. In fact, he wrote for years in the science fiction, fantasy, adventure genre at a time when the publishing companies would do what they've done here with this book. They would put two dime store novels together in the same binding to publish two different authors at the same time. And they did this generally with newer authors that they weren't as much aware of and wanted to break them into the genre. He certainly became a writer that then was well known in his own right, much beyond the times when they would join the two novels together. I only have a few of his books here with me today, but he has written sets and trilogies and so forth that generally are in the science fiction fantasy realm, but also novels and memoirs and diary-esque kind of materials, much like Motion of Light and Water. This is without a doubt my favorite one. However, it is an incredible book, and I encourage you to read through it. Get a hold of a copy of it if you can and read through it, because it's not only funny, but it's also very poignant and very telling, because it describes a certain time period in our country's history. And he does a very good job of describing it. Since that time, he's gone through a great many changes in his life, and his sexuality fluctuated almost as much as his love in writing and his desire to create art. Just some points from his life. He was born April 1st, 1942. Again, he published his first novel at the age of 13. He composed music and wrote a violin concerto and a chamber symphony. He performed in 1967 with a musical group called Heavenly Breakfast, which I thought was a great title. By 26, he had won 4 Nebula Awards for science fiction writing. He became a spokesman for gay issues and was in 1991 awarded the International, he was appointed spokesman for gay issues at the 1991 International Gay and Lesbian Studies Conference, and was the keynote speaker at the Outright Convention in 1993. So he has been very involved in the GLBT community and making his mark and leaving his opinions for us. And that is also artistic and creative, because anytime that you leave your thoughts behind for others to cogitate on, you can't help but affect the community around you when you do that. Let's see, some other titles of the books that he's written. The Jewels of Aptar, Babel 17, The Einstein Intersection, I and Gomorrah, which was a short story. Time Considered as a Helix of Semi-Precious Stones. That is the title of a book that he wrote, which is amazing to me. I'm fascinated just to find that book because of the title. Let's see. There is a book also called Stars in My Pocket Like Grains of Sand, which centers on a gay relationship between two men. An interesting prospect for the time that it was written in. Let's see. In 1995, Samuel Delaney won the University of Minnesota's Winton Scholarship and Edelstein Keller Visiting Writer Program of Creative Writing in their English department. So he has in fact touched the Twin Cities area where this show is being brought to you from. He was a part of the university here for a while as well and received awards because of that. In January of 2001, he was Professor of English and Creative Writing at the English Department, the College of Liberal Arts at Temple University in Philadelphia. There is a website that you can access that allows you to see photos and some of his artwork, and that is at www, the number 2, the digit 2, TNBTV.pcc.com. I encourage you to look. The artwork is amazing. I was not until then I had not even been aware of the fact that he was an artist in terms of painting and writing and sculpture and stuff like that until I had seen this. So he is a very versatile man, and he has contributed a great deal to the LGBT community. I wanted to share him with you because I thought his contributions were quite amazing and awesome. Thank you for joining us once again on Periwinkle's Corner, and we'll see you again. Thank you.
Martiqua, they smell wonderful.
Great.
Oh,
They look pretty good too.
let's get a little close-up on Martiqua's double D's. Pizza bagels, right?
Yeah. Yum.
Oh, well, should we try them?
Yes, please.
Okay.
They're the perfect size for kids to eat.
Oh yeah, this would be great for backyard parties or, well, even an evening get-together. You know, when you start playing cards or something, maybe halfway through. Or perhaps a Super Bowl party. Never been to one of those. Have you?
Neither have I.
No, but I imagine these would go over well.
I'm not very inclined to go to one either, but
No.
depends on which sports team is there. Anyway.
Okay, are you ready for Martiqua's double D's?
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's yummy. That's filling and yummy. They are really filling entree. Very good. This would be great for any occasion, I think. And you could vary it up.
Well, I really do like the idea that they're very quick.
Oh, sure.
Some people are in a hurry and you have a busy night and you have 10 minutes and you want to eat something quick. Throw these in the microwave and there you go.
Oh, you could even bring these to work, maybe.
Easily.
That would be a great idea, and it's very economical, and yet it would add a different kind of lunch. You know, pizza bagels. I'd be the envy of everyone with my pizza bagels.
Aren't you already?
No.
Oh!
Well, try Martiqua's Double D's pizza bagels today.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Eat This! Goodbye, everybody!
Bye.